You don't.
4.5 furlongs the trip for the featured Betfair Exchange Handicap Chase. Glengooley and Twin Jets lead the field over the first of 17 fences. They touch down in unison, a couple of lengths ahead of Grandeur D'ame and Ridoto as they come to jump the second. Twin Jets picked up in front of Glengooley, who was out jumped. On their way towards the third as they cross the intersection. Ridoto on the outside of Grandeur D'ame chasing the front pair, then Risk in the Ground. Jungle Boogie out wide of Just Overland as they clear away from fence number 3. Matata's held at one from last. The Irish Raider Moon d'Orange is the back marker as they bear left-handed to come down the hill, with Twin Jets and Harry Cobden out in front, a length up on Glengooley under Sean Bowen. The nose-banded Grandeur D'ame is third, Ridoto's in fourth. Matata taking a strong hold under Sam Twiston-Davies, building up some momentum coming down the hill, has made headway to chase the leading quartet. Jungle Boogie, Risk in the Ground, Just Overland and Moon d'Orange are in the last quartet as Twin Jets leads them over the first of 4 fences up the home straight. Glengooley on the leaders' quarters in second, and then Grandeur D'ame and the keen-going Matata. Ridoto jumped the next in 5th place and didn't jump it very quickly. Was overtaken soon after it by Jungle Boogie, with Just Overland right behind them. Risk in the Ground has dropped back into the last pair. Moon d'Orange remains the back marker. They're approaching fence number 6. Twin Jets from Glengooley, with Jungle Boogie moving up in a yellow sleeve jacket on the outside. Then up the inner is Grandeur D'ame from Matata and Ridoto as they jump the 7th. And ploughing through it and unseating the rider was Twin Jets. Twin Jets got the 7th fence all wrong and unseated Harry Cobden, who had little chance. The loose horses just interfered with his stable companion Ridoto going into the turn, and Glengooley finds himself in front under Sean Bowen. Jungle Boogie left second, Harry Cobden walking away seemingly unscathed. Grandeur D'ame is prominent, Ridoto rallying around the outside of Matata as they run towards fence number 8. Risk in the Ground and Moon d'Orange are in the last pair. The riderless horse is in front of the field. The 9th is the water jump. Glengooley having to step back as Jungle Boogie moves up alongside and now into the outright lead. Jungle Boogie from Glengooley, Ridoto, Grandeur D'ame and Matata share 4th place as they come to the first of the ditches, still preceded by the riderless Twin Jets. Jungle Boogie led over it from Ridoto. Glengooley in blue and yellow is 3rd. Then Matata, then Grandeur D'ame and a noseband right up the inside from Risk in the Ground as they clear fence number 11. Just Overland on the outside of the field is well in touch. Moon d'Orange is yet to pass a rival, but he's still only 5 or 6 lengths behind the leaders as they head to the open ditch going up the hill, at which the riderless horse runs out. Jungle Boogie led Glengooley, Ridoto and Matata over it. There's a break of a couple of lengths then to Grandeur D'ame. Just Overland racing either side of Risk in the Ground. Moon d'Orange remains the back marker as Jungle Boogie leads them over the fence on the top of the hill to Ridoto, Glengooley and Matata, and right behind those are Grandeur D'ame and Risk in the Ground, Just Overland and finally Moon d'Orange, and still no more than half a dozen lengths would cover the field as they jumped the 4th from home. It was Jungle Boogie who led over it from Ridoto and Matata. Glengooley and Risk in the Ground who's making headway under Harry Skelton. Just Overland and Grandeur D'ame are the next 2. Moon d'Orange taken wide coming down the hill remains the back marker, but still in touch. This is 3 out. Matata throws down a challenge to Jungle Boogie. Risk in the Ground challenging Ridoto for 3rd despite missing the 3rd last. Grandeur D'ame and Just Overland and Moon d'Orange are behind those, and they've dropped Glengooley by many lengths as Matata goes to the front at the bottom of the home straight and goes a couple of 3 lengths clear. Ridoto giving chase. Jungle Boogie has no more to offer on the inside of Risk in the Ground. Matata clear, jumping 2 out by 4 lengths. Ridoto in second. Just Overland is staying on to challenge for 3rd, but Matata and Sam Twiston-Davies are at the last. A huge leap. Landed 4 or 5 lengths clear. Ridoto in second. There the gap back to just overland. It's Matata with a 5 or 6 length advantage and ridden out to the line for Team Twiston-Davies. Matata for the double green team. Matata wins it. Second place has gone to Ridoto. Grandeur D'ame stayed on to be third in front of Just Overland, Moon d'Orange, Risk in the Ground, who weakened up the hill, and Jungle Boogie.
A much more tractable horse, a much more adaptable horse, a much more versatile horse, and in a handicap he's always going to be pretty deadly. Matata wins for Mania Swed. The Twiston-Davieses, all the Twiston-Davieses, takes the Cheltenham feature. Reflections on that to follow. They've waited for us at Catterick, grateful for that, and Supreme George is the 3s on.